So I just got done with watching She's Gotta Have It, the Netflix series, season one. I just got finished the first season, and I will be watching the second season after this. Uh, so let me just get this out the way. I love Spike Lee. I've always been a fan of Spike Lee. His way of filming things is very beautiful. Cinematography style is very beautiful. It's very unique. You know a Spike Lee film when you see it. So She's Gotta Have It is one of, I don't want to say it's one of my favorites, but I will say it's one of his top 10 films. And it's a really good movie. So if anybody has seen the Netflix series, y'all should have never seen the original movie it was based off of. I advise you to go back and check it. It's really good to see. So what do I think about the adaptation? It's kept me interested, and I don't know. It's a funny thing. I don't know if it's kept me interested because of the characters or because of Spike Lee's lineage, or just I or FOMO, fear of missing out. And let me say about this: the woman that plays Nola Darling, the Wonder Wise, she is beautiful. You are a beautiful woman. When I look at you, I was like, damn, you are beautiful. You are, and that's all I've been saying. But as far as her character goes, and I think in the original movie, the guys wanted to possess her, and you can have that feeling like they did want to possess her. In this show, I do not feel like they want to possess her. Maybe Jane, and I think why, because we know too much about the characters. Jamie, I would say Jamie, he may want to possess her, but at the same time, he fell in love at the first sight. Greer Childs. First of all, I don't know why he gets this gay vibe. Not even androgynous, it's just gay. I feel like you just get this gay vibe off him. I guess that's how models is and all that other stuff. I at first thought he wanted to possess her, but at the same time, I think he's in love with the chase. That the way she looked at him is not the way other women have looked at him. And I think that's the chase. Yeah, sure. Tell her don't take the rubber band off. Okay. Anyway, where was I? With Greer Childs, I feel like at first he did want to, but I think he's just in love with the chase. Not really like want to possess her, but the way that he looks at her is not like other women have looked at her, and I think that's what attracts her. And I do feel like the one, if she ever looks at him the way other women look at her, it will lose that edge that she has about him. So, but I also don't. I feel like Greer is one of the most one-dimensional characters out there, even though he's talked about his biracialness and him having a French mother and a black father who was a Black Panther, which is also funny. But Mars, he's been my favorite, and Mars, I could definitely say he doesn't want to possess her. I just feel like he just want to be around her. She has good energy. They kind of have both this kiddish ways about them that both of them just like exudes. Like they both have this like childish behavior. When they like get together, they act like kids. It looks like she has the most fun with them. And to tell you the truth, and this is my opinion, she doesn't deserve Mars one bit. Mars been ride or die, especially in this one episode when she was about to get kicked out of a brownstone, and he went to her friend Clorinda, and Mars went to her friend Clorinda, who also Mars dated, and it was like, she's about to get kicked out of brownstone and all that other stuff, and she, in the beginning, and this is spoilers, in like the beginning episodes, it's like man like tries to get her attention. He hit her with the Ayo man and all that other stuff, and then he grabbed her and then like called her a fucking black bitch and all that other stuff. So she does all this I am not hashtag, so it's like I am not sweetheart, Ayo ma, yo baby, baby girl and all that other stuff. So, it starts all that, but she didn't want nobody to know who she was. The only person that knew was Mars. Mars accidentally let it slip out to Clorinda, but he did it in just her, trying to help her out. So it wasn't like he did it out of spite. He was doing it just to help her out. And even Clorinda tried to help her out. And this is another thing. It seems like she want to make it, but she want to make it on her own terms. And she feels, and sometimes, like, when they did help her out, she got mad at that. And it's like, this is what you wanted. You wanted the fame that comes with this. But I feel like she wanted to do it in her own way, which is admirable, but at the same time, this is I don't feel like they did it so you could owe favors. Like, I know that there's like people that's like try to help you up, and then later they're trying to ask for a favor. I didn't feel that way about Clorinda because Clorinda looked like she's already successful. She got her own shit together. Mars, he wants the best for her all the time, which is another reason why I said she wants the best. I feel like the way they try to make it depicted, like these men are possessive, but I think it failed. I feel like the men want the best for her. They all want the best for her. They don't want to possess her. It never, throughout this whole 10 episodes, I never felt like none of them really wanted to possess her. One of them was in love. One of them was there for the chase. But Mars, that nigga was like really ride or die, and you could tell he like genuinely fucked with her and like wanted her to be her and all that other stuff. So that's how that's the reason why I say, like, I feel like. And then another thing about, and I guess this is like this in the original movie, but this one, she's really afraid of commitment, and it shows. She really does not like commitment, but in hindsight, the only person she wanted to really commit to was the woman, the lesbian. Her name escapes me, but the woman that was like completely lesbian and all that other stuff. Which, in hindsight, it seems like all her rules go out the window for this one woman. And I'm not gonna lie, she's just as, I don't want to say, she seems like the one that's possessive, and she seems like the one that's like, you got to be on my terms. I'm not on yours. And I think that excites Nola, and I think that's why she wanted to have a relationship with her, because that's who she's inspired to be. Like the lesbian chick, she's a grown woman. She got her own job and all the other stuff. It's like, you got to come. I'm the in that relationship. So in that relationship, the lesbian woman is more of the prize than Nola is. And it showed in that one episode where they did have sex, but it's like, you making promises you can't keep. You like remind me of how she was before she had her daughter and all that other stuff. So it's just one of it. You just gotta watch the episode, but you can tell she's a grown woman. She got her own stuff, and Nola's still trying to figure out herself, which is some girls that are in their 20s. That's how most people are. Overall, the last episode, and this is what I want to talk about. She brings all three of them, and I think, first of all, they should have brought the woman there too. I feel like she should have been there, but I get, she was like, these three men are trying to possess her, and I think this is the closest thing to them being like they want to possess her. But even then, it seems like she's the one pulling the strings, not them. It's like she got them doing what she wanted, and not the other three, not Jamie Greer and Mars. They feel like, I feel like she has their she's pulling the strings for them, and not not the other way around. So even that last episode. So when she played the three-headed monster, which you will see, is like all these three people trying to control it, and you're the one that's affecting my art, which I don't agree with. And this is probably me mansplaining. I don't agree with it because every one of them has tried to help you out. The only one, except for Greer, he's a narcissist, but as far as Jamie, he helped her out. He gave her 10K, just to make sure for a painting. And like Mars, every time like someone defaced her painting, he was trying to figure out who did it, or he was helping her with a little joint. And so which is another reason why I said Nola Darling doesn't deserve Mars. I don't care. So in conclusion, She's Gotta Have is great. It's very scientific, but I think it suffers from trying to give a message, but the message. It's like the person she need to work on is me. She was like the person she need to work on is herself. That's really good, but she's also afraid of commitment. And then like I also didn't like at the end of the episode the lesbian chick, she came in and then like she has all these rules, but they go out the window for the women. Or for her. I don't know. I don't think it's a jealousy thing or a lesbian thing, but I just think it's really weird that the three men, like, they have to follow these rules, but I feel like with the lesbian chick, those rules don't apply to her. And it should, but it really doesn't. But then again, like I said, I think Nola is the one doing the chasing in that relationship and not the other way around. So in conclusion, She's Gotta Have it season 1. I liked it. I feel like all the characters have development except for Nola. I feel like Nola is real talk. I feel like Nola is a big ass hypocrite. Point blank simple. I feel like she's like I'm not going to be the one possessing, controlling all the other stuff. To me, it just screams like I have commitment issues and I don't know what I'm doing. So therefore, I'm just going to keep doing what I do. I'm not, and as a man, I'm gonna say this. As a man, especially, Jamie has a wife. He shouldn't be fucking around. Greer, he can fuck any bitch he wants to. And Mars, I just feel like, and I'm gonna repeat myself again, Nola doesn't deserve Mars. And Mars could spend all that energy on someone that's really gonna give a fuck about her. Mars is gonna really. So after this, I'm going to watch season 2. I've heard season 2 is trash by a lot of women. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch season 2. I'm going to look at this and I will give y'all my opinion on season 2 right after I finish binge watching it. So let me know what y'all think about She's Gotta Have it, especially season 1. Till then, my name is Oskino Fly and I'm out. Peace.